Hey guys, welcome back to Chickinatrix. Today is Wednesday. It's rainy outside, but it's still pretty warm. So I thought I'd just do this Chickinatrix video, a little bit indoors on the porch of my house, so that I could still kind of be outdoors with you guys. There's lots of nature out there. So today I kind of wanted to tell you that we have had our chickens for a year now. It's April 1st, and we got the rustic rocks on April 4th, but I figured it was close enough. So yeah, I want to tell you the story of our chickens. So here we go. It all started in March 2025 when all I would do was beg and beg and beg and beg for chickens. We wanted them so bad. I think it was just me and some of my other siblings. My mom and dad weren't sold, but April, March was coming by, and then chickens started to become really hard to buy, so I was begging so hard. And so then in April, my parents finally said yes, and we got the rustic rocks, which are Pato, Fufu Cuddly Poops, that one was not named by me, and Rizzy Fresca. Yeah, and that's how it started. And then they started to grow up. We started raising them in this tote we got from Sam's Club, and then we put them in, they started getting way too big for that. Because when we did get them, there was Mr. Fried too. So, yeah, the four of them were getting way too big for the little totes, so we made them this big wooden, brooder thing, and then they were getting way too big for that too. So we started building this really nice coop. It was mostly my dad, but some of us pitched in to help painting and moving it around and helping make it too. And it's a really nice coop. It fits the chickens perfectly, but the roosting bar is getting a little small for them. We were thinking of making it bigger. So, yeah, over the year that we've had with our chickens, I feel really great about our chickens. It's just, you look back over all that time, and it's wow, we did that. We raised them into these things that lay eggs, and yeah, when they were babies, sorry, we tried really hard to get them to be friendly and being comfortable with getting held, and I was really surprised with the turnout, because Pato used to be the only one who would like being held, but now she won't accept being held. She doesn't like giving you love or anything, even though she's really cute. And then, but Fresca, when she was a little baby, she used to be the most adventurous, trying to fly out of her brooder all the time, crawling all over me. But now she is pretty chill, and she loves being held. And yeah, I just loved all our chickens. And our time with fried chicken, though it was short, I learned a lot about it. And if I had rooster again now, what I learned then, I could really use again, because when they were little, I basically knew nothing about chickens, except that they laid eggs. And now, I feel like I know a lot more than I used to. But I didn't learn it on my own. I took lots of research, and it is kind of hard to raise chickens, but they're actually really nice backyard pets. There's their one right there. Anyway, to get more on the topic of their coop and stuff, it started out with their coop, and then I felt really bad because they were getting too cooped up. That was a small space, and letting them out all the time just wasn't always the option, because I wasn't always free to let them out because I have school. But so then we made this run, this big one right here. And every day we would let them out into that too if we wanted to. And they had a bigger space to roam around in. But that was also just getting to be too hard, letting them out in there every day. So we connected the coop to the run. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's connected to the coop. It wasn't very hard to do that, actually. I tried to record it, but it was pretty hard. They're peacocking. So now they have like a lot more space to roam around, and I feel pretty good about doing that. Yeah. So I mentioned homeschool earlier. If I was in public school, it would be really hard to care for my chickens and make these videos. And I'm homeschooled, which makes things so much more easier. I really prefer homeschooling over public school, and I feel like it's so efficient, but you still learn everything you need to know. So, yeah. But anyway, we've had our chickens for a year now, and I feel very proud of my whole family for raising them up to now. They are so adorable. And if you've raised chickens too, you know like what it feels like. It feels really good to look back at all the times. Yeah. So it's gonna be Chernal, Amelia Earhart, Skibbs, and Sapphire Hoosted. It's gonna be their birthday too now. And it's like the same story with them too. We raised them in a tote, and then they were getting too big for that, so we put them in the other brooder we made for the rustic rocks, and then we eventually put them in the coop with the other girls. And at first there was the whole pecking order, which I absolutely hated. But they have to establish dominance, and that's okay. It's a natural thing for chickens. So, and also, Mr. Fried was there at that time when we were like putting the sapphire gems with the rustic rocks. So I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. But yeah, so it's their birthday, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna give them special treats. Raising them was really nice. But yeah, so happy birthday to the rustic rocks. It's super exciting. And to her sapphire gems. We got them, I think, May 14th. So like a month later, pretty much. But yeah, no, they're all best friends now. And they're so cute. Watching them grow up. They grew up like so fast, it blew my mind. Every day they had more feathers, and like they were flying all the time trying to escape their enclosure. It was just really fun raising them and having a great time with our chickens. And I feel like it was totally worth it. And if you're thinking of buying chickens, you really should. If you have a small yard, it might not be best, but we have a really big backyard and front yard, so they have lots of space to roam when we let them out and stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching Chickinatrix. I loved telling you about what happened to our chickens over the year, and if it was worth it or not. Yes, it was, totally. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next time of Chickinatrix. Bye! Anyway, so now they have a lot of space to roam, and You done, Pato? Nope. Which one are you? Can you stop? Are you done? Be quiet. I'm recording.